Dear sons and daughters, I remember in my teens telling myself that when I grow older, I was going to do certain things, and that's exactly what you're telling yourselves right now, and it's good. The way time flies, though, some 30 something years ago, I was a teenager, and it feels like I became older very soon. At 16, I wish I had to sit down with a man as old as I am now and taught me the principles that I now know. Yes, it was my experience, cut out for me, but they're just things I wouldn't have gone through had I known what I now know. Over the past 15 years, I have learned through young men and women who were teenagers when I met them and they are now in their 30s. I intentionally introduced them to some of the principles that I learned as an adult and that saved them from going through what their peers go through. I so wish I had that exposure as a teenager. I now relate to them as adults and they turn out to be far better than I was in my 30s. Not all lessons need to be learned through pain. You can learn by just knowing the principles that govern your life and apply them. This does not eliminate the possibility of going through pain at some point in your life, but in the event that you do, because you're a principle-centered person, you can always bounce back. You can become intentional in your teens about the principles that govern your life and save yourself from a lot of trouble. On personal development, you need to take care of your spiritual, mental, physical, and social states. While you have high hopes for the future, your body may fail you if you are not careful. You need to be in a healthy body when you finally achieve your long-term goals. For your physique, food is chemical energy. What you eat has an effect on the development of your body. Therefore, be careful of what you ingest. Anything that goes in your mouth affects your body systems. A malfunction in any of your body systems can easily become a stumbling block in achieving your goals. Be mindful of what you take to your mouth down your body system. Physical exercise is key to maintaining the body in preparation for your future outcome. Be intentional with what you eat and prioritize physical exercise. For your mental state, what you hear influences how and what you think. Be a reader and analyze what you read. Be intentional with gathering information that makes you a better person, ready for a bright future. You do not want to take care of your body with an empty head. Fill your mind with content that builds you up. Read factual materials, biographies of the people considered to be the pioneers of the career path you are choosing. Engage your mind with thought-provoking literature. Read about other industries. Have an idea about most things. When you find people who are wise, listen to them. Ask questions. Challenge what people say so that you can have a broader understanding on things. You can do all this only if you give yourself time to read. Question everything till you find answers. Do not live life in assumption of what you have heard. Do not take anything at face value. Do your own research and collect data. Always be sure about what you open your mouth to talk about. Strengthen your level of discipline by engaging your mind in starting and finishing tasks. For your social state, relationships are your currency. You will need people in your life, and the best way to do it is first and foremost have a very honest relationship with yourself. To build good relationships, you must first establish values and principles that govern your own personal life. Be honest with yourself at all times. Do not deceive yourself on anything. Stand firm on the principles that hold you up. Self-love is when you take action on improving yourself in all areas of your life. The more love, respect, honesty, commitment you demonstrate towards yourself, the better you are at pouring yourself to other people. Spending time on developing yourself will help you analyze what you hear from others. Be intentional with building relationships that are based on the principles that you uphold for yourself. Relationships that start at a young age are like a wealth investment policy which matures with time. With time, you realize that certain things that you need for your goals are in the hands of certain people. If you do not build solid relationships with people, you will not be able to receive any form of help. At a young age, purpose in your mind that your relationships are solid based on very profound and practical principles. Use your resourcefulness to navigate life with people. You will only relate with people according to how you relate with yourself. Be a present sibling, son or daughter. Keep healthy relationships with your siblings and parents. Always know what is expected of you and do it. This way, you will save yourself from a lot of trouble. On your spiritual state, just like the first three elements we've discussed, I will speak only about what I have seen working in my life, and I wish once again that someone would have explained it to me in simple terms when I was a teenager. Faith that helps you deal with both failure and success is the real deal. This is where your whole life is anchored. The reason for that is because life in general, it is governed by the creator of the whole universe. When you yield yourself to God, you are acknowledging that as a person created in his image, yielding totally on God will make everything that you do yield to you. There is a lot that we do not know in this life, hence finding a way to yield ourselves to God helps us live our lives in high hope. In all things, acknowledge God's presence and his function in putting things together for you. God will guide you into loving yourself, staying true to foundational principles that guarantee success in your life. Submit all your plans to God Almighty and watch him give you the strength and opportunities to fulfill them. Spend time in prayer. Search the scriptures. Ask questions. Divine wisdom comes only from God. This is the kind of wisdom that helps you know that no matter how successful you become, without God, that success can easily destroy you. Without God, your success becomes an idol. When it vanishes, you stand the chance of vanishing with it if all your trust is on it instead of God who helped you get it. Learn ways to stay spiritually awake. As you grow older, familiarize yourself with mentors that will help you navigate life with counsel. Do not be an all-knowing young person. Be led and learn. When you spend time working on yourself, it becomes very easy to stay out of trouble because you are a principle-centered person, meaning that if what you are expected to do goes against your principles, you can easily say no without even feeling guilty or left out for doing so. Finally, dear sons and daughters, do not procrastinate any of the above. When you procrastinate looking after yourself while you are young, you are delaying the joys of a healthy self in your adult life. Remember, humans come in limited edition. After you, there will be no other like you. You have got this.